My mafia fiancé is extremely possessive of me. He even had a large black wedding dress and veil custom made for me so that no one else could see my face or figure. However, he seems to have underestimated my rebellious nature. When the church doors opened, I walked in wearing a tight-fitting red wedding dress that perfectly showed off my beauty. "Give me one good reason why I shouldn't let you go back and change," he said, irritation creeping into his voice as the dress made him uncomfortable. The bright red dress I wore only drew more attention, clinging to my curves in a way that made it hard to ignore. "The wedding dress you chose doesn't suit me. It looks outdated," I replied, flashing a smile. "Look at yourself. What do you look like in that wedding dress?" he asked, his voice thick with frustration. "Oh, don't be like that. I know my wedding dress is beautiful. I can see it in your eyes," I teased. Leonardo couldn't argue with that. Soon after, the priest began the ceremony. "Leonardo Marcello, do you take Ariana Miguel to be your lawful wife?" he asked. Leonardo had told him to keep it short. For the mafia, a church wedding was just a formality to make it legal. "I'm willing," he replied, avoiding my gaze. "Ariana Miguel, do you take Don Leonardo Marcello as your husband?" As if I had a choice, my father had threatened my mother's life to force me to marry this mafia boss in place of my stepsister. "I do," I said. When the priest asked if anyone objected, there was silence. "I now pronounce you man and wife," the priest declared. We exchanged rings, but no vows. This wasn't a love story, just a political alliance. The band began to play, and we left the banquet hall hand in hand. In the car, Leonardo leaned toward me, a sly smile on his face. "Mrs. Marcello," he teased. I rolled my eyes and stared out the window, flustered. "You know we're supposed to share a bedroom now, and both families are eager for an heir," he added. My cheeks burned, and I prayed he hadn't noticed, but of course, he had. "What are you thinking about? Your face is as red as your dress," he teased. "Don't you know how to handle being ignored?" I snapped. "I know, but I don't care," he retorted. "Stay away from me," I said firmly. "You know I can't. I have to give the family an heir. Come here," he whispered, pulling me closer. I gasped as he quickly pulled me onto his lap, my arms instinctively wrapped around his neck, one leg draped over his hip. "He's gone mad," I thought. "Let me take off your veil," he said, but the moment he did, he regretted it. His position made it hard to control himself. He could feel himself growing hard beneath me, and it was becoming more and more obvious. "It hurts, it's caught in my hair. Be gentle," I frowned. After a brief struggle, Leonardo finally threw the veil onto the seat, his fingers running through my hair. "I love your hair," he whispered, his voice soft. I was confused by his sudden tenderness. "Why are you being so gentle with me all of a sudden?" "Because you're my wife now. If you don't listen to me, I'll punish you in other ways, Alia," he whispered. "Don't tell me you've fallen in love with me," I protested. "Maybe I already have," he whispered. I froze. "What do you mean?" "I've known you before you even knew me," he said, leaning in closer. "I've always been a part of your life, Aria." I pulled back. "This isn't fair. The bride hasn't even met the groom before the engagement," I whispered. "I prepared a gift for you. I hope it makes up for everything," he said, pulling out a red velvet box. "What's inside?" "You'll find out soon enough," he said with a smile. The car stopped, and Leonardo helped me out. The ballroom was lavishly decorated, filled with guests. Champagne glasses clinked as people congratulated us. "Ready for your gift?" he asked. I nodded, and under everyone's gaze, Leonardo knelt down. The room went silent. He opened the box and pulled out a gold ankle chain with 3 amber diamonds. An L hung from it. He placed my foot on his thigh, fastened it around my ankle, and the crowd erupted in applause. My face turned bright red. "Why an ankle chain?" I asked, still in shock. "So that when your legs are wrapped around my head, you'll remember who you belong to," he said. I gaped at him. "Are you serious?" "I'm serious," he whispered, leaning in to kiss my lips. "I'll make you mine soon," he added. My lips trembled slightly, a strange feeling stirring inside me. "In your dreams," I said, trying to brush it off. "That's fine, because I'm already living in mine," he said with a smirk. Leonardo handed me the ankle chain, then walked over to talk to Rob. Their conversation looked intense, and Leonardo's face darkened. He came back to me, his expression softening. "I'm sorry, kitten, can I have a few minutes?" he asked. "Who's going to die now?" I asked sarcastically.